European performance and flair. It comes standard on just about every BMW and Audi that Americans seem to buy by the boatload. Here's a Buick Regal Turbo. Does it have that same flair? Let's find out.
I do think the Regal comes with some styling flair. It's got a shape all its own. It's got a muscular stance, and it almost looks European. Well, that's because it is European. It's actually made in Germany. In Germany, it's the Opel Insignia, but here in America, it's rebadged as the Buick Regal. I like the styling and this line that flows gracefully across the car. Just click the trunk release on the key fob, and the Regal makes a great grocery getter. Back seats also fold down for even more storage. Inside, the Regal is also identical to the Insignia, except for the logo on the steering wheel. And the lumbar adjustable leather seats make long journeys very comfortable. Most of the controls are on the center console, including your dual climate control. This knob helps you control the audio and navigation settings on the dash, and it's also echoed here, similar to BMW's iDrive, right next to the driver. Rear seat passengers can feel both comfortable and safe because they get airbags as well. The Regal is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, which produces 220 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. That'll scoot you to 60 in about 7.5 seconds, and you can expect 22 miles per gallon overall. Why exactly is it that European cars are so popular in America? Well, for starters, European cars tend to have a level of refinement, performance, luxury, and comfort that sometimes you haven't gotten in American cars in the past. But I think the American car makers are starting to get smarter about it all. Hey, why not build the car in Germany? The Buick Regal Turbo here was built in Germany, and it was honed on the Nürburgring, a 13-mile racing track, basically, around a castle in Germany. You don't get much better training than that. So if it's good enough for the Nürburgring, it should be good enough for any road here in America. At night, the gauges sport a blue and red hue, and they're easy to read, they look good, definitely eye-catching. The whole dash looks good. It even displays the weather for you. Rainy night, windy road. Most people hate this combination, but me, driving in the Buick here, actually, it's kind of fun. The Regal instills a sense of confidence. It feels very stuck to the road, that is, and it's fun. Even if you try to get it bent out of shape a little bit, it really just tracks true. It feels like the tires were perfectly fit for this car, even in the rain. And handles the curves very well. In fact, you might say it handles them like a German import sedan. Starting out around $28,000, the mid-size luxury sedan Regal seems like a bit of a bargain. When you add all the options, you're up around $35,000. And when you compare it to competitors like the Volkswagen Passat and the Acura TSX, it fares well. I've driven the TSX extensively, and I must say I do prefer the Regal Turbo here. It just has a better overall feel. To me, it's the better car. The Regal is a nice, easy cruising car. Right now we're cruising along at about 78 miles an hour. It's very comfortable.
After 2 miles, bear right onto exit 124 towards Charlottesville.
Navigation is helpful, and the seats are very comfortable over the long haul, and cruise controls pretty easily controlled, plus or minus, right on the steering wheel. Nice, comfortable cruising car. The Regal comes equipped with a couple different driving modes. You have a touring mode and a sport mode that firms up the steering and suspension and gives you a bit more throttle response. However, if you don't select sport and you're just driving and you start to press the throttle a little harder, well, the Regal will adjust and you'll still get the extra power. Engine actually sounds pretty good in the Regal. You can hear that turbo whine too. Only a couple real minor complaints with the Regal Turbo here, and one of them is the navigation system. You have to use a knob to select your destination and input the letters, and then to make your final destination to start, you have to use the radio preset buttons to select, and to me it's a little quirky. Once you get used to it, it's easier to use, but I'd prefer a touchscreen navigation, and also I'd like to see a backup camera. So does the Buick Regal bring some of that European flair to American buyers in an American car? I think the answer is definitely yes. It's a great handling car. To me, it's a great looking car, and it certainly provides lots of comfort, performance, and luxury. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.